Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'll start off by saying Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kal HaKudash. As always, we give double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, the true rulers and teachers of Israel. And peace, blessings, and salutations are offered to the elect, and blessings upon the great multitude of Israel, destined also for salvation. So I just wanted to do my little thing on this whole TD Jakes situation. And we're not surprised, are we? These are the false prophets that have gone out into the world, man. And now they're being exposed, man. Yeah, they're being exposed. You had what's his name, Creflo Dollar. Spending all money on $40 million houses. Then you had that, I can't remember the other one, the Edomite one, doing the same thing, man. They're getting found out about how their wicked ways. What's that other guy? They found money stashed in his one of his churches, man. I can't remember these guys' names, but that's simply because they're not that important per se. But anyway, let's read this. Hopefully that other guy will come to mind. I can't remember his name. Joel Osteen. The word Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for putting that in my mind. Joel Osteen, man. These are all false prophets, man. All right, their only mission is to deceive you, lead you down the wrong paths, teach you the wrong doctrines, and make money. They're all sellouts. They all have the 501c3 agreement where they, can just make money off of their congregation, man. These guys are all rich, millionaires. Probably some of them even close to being billionaires, man. Anyway, let's read this. It says, TD Jakes faces controversy amid claims of involvement in Diddy's alleged scandal. Now, we all know that he's getting put through the ringer now because it's his time, man. He got that Cassie calling him out, putting him through a lawsuit for abuse and all that, sexual assault and all that. And now, people have been talking about, P. Diddler for a while. Talking about how he's a Mo and all of this, and been doing all sorts of wicked stuff in his parties and that, and trying to seduce, other men, prominent in the industry. And that's some of these guys have come out and talked about his fruity behavior, man. So TD Jakes, really, right? Look, you've got to separate yourself from the world, man, when you're in this truth, and he has no business like dealing with the likes of P. Diddy or going to his parties, man. When we congregate and we we convene and whatnot, we do that between ourselves, man. Like-minded individuals coming together, no longer being individuals, but being a brotherhood, man. He has no business going around. That's like me going out in the clubs, man. No, we ain't supposed to be in no clubs, all right? There's wicked vibrations out there, man. All right? That's not to say that you can't maybe go to a pub or something like that and just enjoy a drink, with like-minded people. But these clubs and these parties, man, that's not for us. So let's read this. It says, so recent revelations have surfaced linking Bishop T.D. Jakes, the renowned founder of the Potter's House, with controversial allegations related to events at Diddy's parties. These claims, originating from a TikTok video, have ignited discussions on social media, shedding light on potential connections between prominent figures in the entertainment industry. So it says T.D. Jakes' prominence. T.D. Jakes, a prominent Christian preacher, has achieved widespread recognition as the founder of the Potter's House, a non-denominational church in Dallas. Yeah, the reason why it's non-denominational is so he can gather all people and all, all different types of beliefs into that church, man, so he can achieve more of a congregation. More, the mass congregation means more money, man. We have here at the Great Millstone, we teach the correct doctrine, and we don't sway from it, man. We don't what's the word? We don't compromise, man. These guys are about compromise because they're not of the truth. It says, revered as one of America's most influential preachers, Jakes has built connections with celebrities, including Diddy. And, influencing, what is he influencing? Hmm? This truth is for, this is about the straight gate, man. Narrow is the path. So, we're not, as Great Millstone, I'm not out here trying to reach out to the whole entire earth, man. We're here to call out to the elect. That's it. There's a minority of people only that are going to be saved. The people that go to his congregation already believe they are saved, man. It says his prominence in the religious and secular spheres, and he shouldn't be prominent in the secular spheres, man. The men of Great Millstone, our apostles, are not out there being prominent in secular places, man. In secular spaces, they're not renowned. They're not known in the secular world. In certain TV shows and news stations. Some of the other leaders of other camps actually are. They go on podcasts. They go on the news. They're interviewed by people and all that. We're not about that. We're to be prominent from Yahweh Shem Shai. That's it. So it says, his prominence in the religious and secular spheres has earned him accolades and titles such as America's Best Preacher by Time Magazine. Time Magazine is just a propagandist magazine, man. That's there to influence the people. That's why it has, Person of the Year, man. It's there to influence the masses, man. It's there to push people out there to the forefront and make you idolize and revere them. So it says, I don't care about the Cassie thing, man. We're not getting into that. That's another thing. Social media impact says the allegations against TD Jakes have sparked discussions and debates on social media platforms. Users have expressed shock and curiosity about the reported evidence and its potential implication for the prominent preacher. The rumors are that he's been engaging in acts, sexual acts of the same sex, man. To put it like that, which is against the scriptures. All right, it's against the Most High. It says the controversy has brought attention to the intersection of spirituality and celebrity lifestyles, prompting a reevaluation of public figures' conduct. Right. So this man is out there. See, he's catching up with him, man. And the Lord ain't having it with these sellouts no more, man. He sold out. Well, in order to sell out, man, he might. I'm not saying he knows the truth, but he sold himself. He sold his soul, man. Let's get into the old scriptures now, man. So Matthew 7:15 says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. This man is on stage, preaching and teaching what he believes to be whatever he believes it to be. And it's all a facade, man. It's all a cover. All right. Meanwhile, he's, and I believe this, man. Listen, there might be allegations right now, but listen, there's nothing for me to not believe this. These guys ain't in the truth. All right. he ain't got no business hanging around with people like P. Diddy, man. And we all know what he's been up to. You know, there's that saying, there's no smoke without fire, all right? Which is kind of, it's kind of a silly saying because, you know, we know that people can lie, but we have to look at what we're dealing with here, man. It says, "You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?" And you look at his congregations, bare women up in there. Right? This truth is for men. It's not for women. All right. The women are supposed to learn from their husbands at home. Right. So there shouldn't be any. Even you know, what's the Lord is not doesn't dwell in temples made of stone, man. All right. He's not in them buildings, man. You know, the Lord says, "Where two or three are gathered in my name, I am in the midst." So when we're out on the streets, man, that's the church, all right? Or when we're doing the shows, you know, the videos in our brother's, you know, home or whatever, that's the church, man. So it says, "Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit." And you know, I saw a clip of this man's massive mega church, almost empty. People don't want to be associated with that, man. You know, this church is empty, man. A few straggling women, you know, left over. You know, because these women don't have the wisdom, man. It says, "A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them." So, you know, you got a man that's got, you know, first and foremost, if you are, how are you reaching out by being in a church anyway, man? That is why the Lord has told his men to go out onto the highways and the hedges, man, all right, to the chief places of concourse. So you would then be able to call out to those who are going to hear. Right, when you're inside a church, man, people just choose to go into a church. That's why them Christians say, you know, I gave my life. You know, I've chosen God. I've given my life. No, man, that's not how it works. The Lord says, I've chosen you. You have not chosen me, right? And let me read this. Colossians 2:4 says, and this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words. Because that's how these guys speak, man. They got that creamy language, man. That smooth talk, you know, that sweet talking, and knows exactly what to say. Right, that's how they gather these people into the churches, man. You know, offering them blessings for money, man. So it says, "And this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words. For though I be absent in the flesh, yet I am with you in the spirit, joying and beholding your order and the steadfastness in your faith in Hamashiach." Right? So, you know, Yahweh is with us in the spirit, man. And we hold fast to what we've been taught. You know, these guys can't sway us, man. Like the Christians that go into these churches, they don't really know why they're there. They're thinking that it's giving them that little. To them, it's a case of, we don't know if we believe, but let's just go church just in case, you know, God is real, and or who they call Christ, or who we know as Yahweh Shai is real. And you know, they might have a chance if this is all real. They don't really believe. They're half and half, man. They're just in cases, man. They're doing it just in case. That's why they go on a Sunday through the rest of the week. You know, the wicked, man. And that's not to say that Brothers strive for perfection, but we're not perfect. So I'm not talking like we're, 1000% perfection and holy and righteous, because we're not. But we don't do this as a cover up, man. We're compelled to do this because we 100% believe. He says, verse 6 says, as ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahushua in the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Right? Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. Right? So that's what these guys are about, man. Philosophies and vain deceits, man. They're just like we read before. Wolves in sheep's clothing, man. They're not who they appear to be. All right. The Lord says you'll be hated for this word, man. Not. What did he say? Let me go back to that. So okay. It says his prominence in the religious and secular spheres has earned him accolades, right, and titles such as America's Best Preacher. So that's not being hated for this truth, is it? Or for Yahweh's name or namesake, as the scriptures say, man. Right? So he's not being hated for the Lord's namesake, man. He's being revered and adored for it. So therefore, he can't be of the truth. First John 2:15 says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Right? He's in love with the world, and the world loves him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Look, man, these Christians, man, I was thinking about this the other day. They're not actually in their minds. Like, we sit here and we dwell, especially when we're by ourselves, and when we're with the brothers as well, but we dwell upon the fact that we're waiting for this world to end, man. This world, right? So we can have the new heaven and the new earth, man. The kingdom, yeah. Wherein righteousness dwelleth, man. Wherein dwelleth righteousness. I can say that. I'm paraphrasing anyway, but you understand what I'm saying. So we're not hoping for another 10 years, man. These guys are thinking about when they're going to get old here, man. Right? They're thinking about the future of this place. We want this place to be destroyed. Right? We don't love this world, man. Right? We want it to be destroyed so we can, uh, be in the kingdom, man. A kingdom of righteousness, man. So, yeah, man. Just a quick one. I really think I need to really bring out anything else, man. These Christians are finished anyway, man. All right. They're just like the most pointless people on the planet. They spend their lives living a complete lie, listening to liars, and now what they're gonna do now? They see their man, going down. He's going up bad, man. He is going up bad. I'll get one more, I think. It's Matthew 24. I could read it all, but do you know what? I'm just going to read it from 11, and it says, "And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many," right? And that's been happening for some time now, man. All right. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So these guys are already preaching, "Come to my church, and you'll be saved, man." That's what the Christians always say. Yeah, I got saved when I was blah this old, or I got saved here, or that's not how it works, man. You're not saved from anything yet because it hasn't occurred. All right, the destruction hasn't come yet, man. And it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." And that's not being done by these guys. They're not preaching the end. The scriptures talk about, and there's an end, man. There's an ending and a new beginning. It doesn't talk. They don't talk about that. So now they're getting exposed, and they're getting shown to be useless men, useless false prophets. So with that, that's it. That's what I'm going to say on that. And, I might do another video when more details come out. But right now, there's not really much to talk about, as in details of what's happening to this guy, man. But he ain't got no business going to these wild, dodgy parties, man. What was he doing there? Any time will tell. Anyway, with that, I'll say shalom.